Hi again. Today I will try to give you some market update regarding trade ideas that I've published before. I will also give also some new trading ideas. And the first one I will start with is Roblox. I've shared this idea I think 3 months ago or 4 months ago, something like that. And I said this looks like an accumulation, and actually I was right, and it went exactly to the target that I've marked before, which was the monthly gap. You can check my video. I think it will be my channel. Um, and best thing to do right now, I won't say that you close on the target. Maybe you close a part of your. My target is normally at the middle of the gap, and you can close a part of your position here at around 83, which is a very good move. If you take it from, like, I think I've shared this when the price were around 40, something like that. So take it from 40 to 80, it's 100%, which is pretty amazing in a very short time period. And best thing to do, as I said, close apart and you move your stop loss under the previous monthly low. So you wait for February to close and then you move under the low and so on. And you start following the price because you don't want to um, miss out on a very good um, trade or move, because price may actually go to the previous high, which is 140. So you don't want to mess on that. Second one is HMAX Technologies. This one I have missed it because I was too greedy. I waited for the price actually because if you look at my video, you will say I think this one I shared it maybe 1 year ago or so. It was a very old video. um, I said I will enter around this area, which is around 3.4 or I think 3.5 or $4. And actually, normally, because I don't follow the markets every day, I put um, an alarm on my broker. You can also put it here. I think add alert or alarm, and you put a price, and then you get an email if the price went to your entry point. So in this way, you don't chase price. You wait for price to come to your area, and then you enter. The problem is I think I put it maybe around 4 or so, and my alarm didn't get triggered. So I missed on a very good trade. And I didn't look at the chart again, because if you looked at it again, I would have seen that in April and May and June, it make actually a very good entry or a very good signal to enter, which was this two candles here. So I should have waited for the retracement, and I could have entered at around 5.5. Now I have missed it. Of course, I believe it may go way higher, maybe to 28. I think I've marked this before, and so it still give us a room. But I don't know. I don't like to chase price, so I will wait. If I get a reaction from this supply to push price back to my demand zone here, I may enter again. Otherwise, I will leave it. There is always a chance elsewhere. You don't have to be obsessed about one stock or one trade. Um, Other trades or other stocks, Alibaba. It's one of my best trades, I think. It didn't move yet, but I believe it will explode maybe this year or maybe next year. And I've got a very good entry. My entry is around I think 75. Here is my entry, which is a very good price. Of course, I didn't buy it at the ultimum low or ultimum entry, which is around 70, but it doesn't make a difference. You don't have to be very greedy. And we have a very good cup and handle setup. Normally, you wait for this to break up to for extra confirmation, this line to break up, but I think we have a lot of confirmations. You can see this engulfing candle on the monthly chart, so I may actually add to my position or just wait for a little bit retracement to add more, but it's quite promising, this stock. And they I saw that they published some news regarding an AI model that they have created, but as I have always said, um, normally the technical analysis will give you a signal before the news. So the entry was actually there after this move happened and the retracement started. So you could have seen that around 23, which is like 2 years ago, or maybe 1 year ago. You have seen the entry, and after that, you will see that the news will follow that. The news is just a catalyst for the price to move. The news is never a reason for price to move, because the news is, you get the news very late. As a normal person, you don't have access to the news um, yearly. You know that after everyone else is knowing the same news. So people, or people who knows best, they start entering before the news actually published. That's why you will see it on the chart before the news is published. One Another one is GOTU Toshido. I think I've shared this maybe recently, and I think we also have a very good entry right now because we broke. I wanted to break this support, and of course, break of support normally looks like a bearish for some, but I believe in this case it's not. I think this is just liquidation, because as you can see here, it looks like a very good support. And if we break underneath and then close above it, so it means that it was just like stop loss hunting, and it'll be the start of the movement, because price won't move unless it liquidates something. And that's why I always wait, because if you enter here, sometimes it works, like in HMAX. I think it didn't break the previous support, and but the best entry is always underneath the supports. So I have entered the position here. Of course, if you want to be more cautious or to wait for extra confirmation, you will wait for previous monthly high to be taken, which didn't happen yet. So if February closed above this previous monthly high, it will be a very good signal. Of course, if it broke with a lot of momentum, it will be an extra confirmation. So that's it for GOTU Toshido. I think we still have some stocks that are still in the accumulation phase. I think PayPal and Block, because for me both are similar or have similar setups. This is, I think, this is the start of the movement, and we broke this high. We may rest on this one and then start the move, maybe come back to this demand zone and start the move. PayPal also, I think it will give us some good movement to the upside. I think similar with Block. They changed the ticker. Block also looks promising, as I think I've marked this before. Monthly gap. Both looks promising actually, whether Block or PayPal. I have bigger position on PayPal than Block, to be honest, um, because of valuation. Because the value of PayPal, it's because PayPal is undervalued, but Block is not. You can use an indicator for that, which is I think price to book ratio or also price to earning ratio. I'll give you an idea. Price to book ratio is 2.6. I don't know about PayPal. Actually, 3.7. Actually, it's yeah. Regarding price to book ratio, the value of block is better, but maybe we can use price to earnings. Yeah. Okay. I will remove this. $18.5 on PayPal. And here is 48. That's what I'm talking about. It's way overvalued block regarding the PayPal. So if you buy PayPal, you'll just mix technical analysis with value investing, which is pretty amazing. um, I think I've covered maybe one more because I like this company, which is Xinyi Solar. It didn't move yet, and my position is actually in loss right now. So you don't think that all my positions are in profit. But I still believe that the bottom is near, and the start of the movement will be soon. As you can see here, we have this engulfing candles here. First one, which normally is a reversal, but as you can see here, it did come back and it was taken again. The low was taken again, which is not very good because normally I enter on the retracement after seeing that I enter on the retracement. So I think my entry was around maybe 5, maybe 4, something like that. Previous I have multiple entries, but as you can see here, we have this low and lower low. If we look at monthly or weekly short and we remove this indicator and put some other indicators like relative strength index. I also like this one, the divergence indicator, which will give you, even on monthly chart, this year, the indicator made a higher high, while the price made a lower low. This is pretty amazing entry. I love this entry always, even in trading short term, 15 minutes or like 1 hour. It's one of the best um, confirmation that you can get to enter. And if you can see that on a monthly chart or bigger time frame, it's way more. And if you can combine that with, as you can see here, this is also an engulfing candle, which gives you an idea that actually people are actually buying here. Because if they are not buying here, they wouldn't be able to break. Let me remove this because this also one of the good confirmations that I love to wait for, the break of previous monthly high. This is if you're looking at monthly chart, of course, 1 hour chart. It is you look at the previous hourly high and so on. Um, but on monthly high, it's extra confirmation because the bigger the time frame, the the um, the more accurate the signals are. So I will add to my position. The problem with this stock is they are um, the 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 market open is actually I think at 6 a.m. and the close maybe when I wake up. So I just don't want to enter outside of market open times. So I didn't catch it right now. I just need to wake up a little bit early to catch the market open times because I actually catch it, but when I wake up, I always forget to enter the position. Um, this is regarding the stocks. Last week, we have a very good increase on actually every almost every coin, maybe except Bitcoin. You can see here that Ethereum, one of the best entries that I was waiting for, was here. This is one of them, which was triggered yesterday or like 2 days ago. Of course, if we get here also, it's one of the also good entries. So I've entered a part of my position actually on Ethereum. It's my first entry on Ethereum because as maybe you heard me before talking about Ethereum, I say that we have a very or better options um, on other coins, but I decided to add to Ethereum beside the other coins because it's always good to diversify. You don't know which coin will um, go crazy, which coin may be sluggish, because coins are hard to predict. So I believe we will see Ethereum next year around these areas. In my opinion, or my humble opinion, I think we can reach 14K and 20K or something in between. So my entry was yesterday, it was around, I think, 2.5 or so here. No, it was around maybe 2.7, 2,700. And because this here, for me, this is an accumulation, spring, maybe just test it again here or in this area and go up. The second scenario, which is will make me like a little bit afraid if it if this here was respected and went down and then here and then down. In this case, I will actually be afraid. Of course, we still maybe wait for like liquidation for all of this trend line liquidity, but it will be very bad scenario. I will be afraid that I will lose a lot of money because not only Ethereum, all other coins will follow because we still have I also have entries in AMP. I've also entered again, as you can see here. It's like this demand. I have marked it, and we touch it also yesterday. Also, I have entries Fetch. I've entered again, even it wasn't my best entry. Of course, it was a very good entry. I've entered here, but my price was actually here. It was on this fair value gap. This was my typical or best entry. It didn't get hit yet, But this is also a very good area to add to your position. I've